Hey guys, thank you for viewing another video. Alright, we've learned that Jon is indeed Aegon and he is the true heir to the Iron Throne. But our boy has no idea he has a rightful claim. In a previous video we discussed how this would affect their relationship, but did not go into great detail. Well, we're going to do that now. Jon has officially bent the knee, making Daenerys his queen, officially. When Jon finds out he's a Targaryen, will the fact he's the true heir impact their relationship? Poor Jon still has no idea. There are a few things we must think about before we assume this will cause some major conflicts between the two. We don't have the time left to fuck off as the Night King is marching on Winterfell. So if there is a conflict, will it boil down to a few words between the two characters? What are the possibilities? Jon, Aegon, will get Daenerys pregnant. She'll come to the conclusion that she cares about continuing on the Targaryen name, and she'll have the feeling of responsibility and step down. It's going to be ironic, as there will be two queens pregnant by incest. Possible foreshadowing. However, they'll get married as Rhaegar and Lyanna did in the past. Well, what supports this if Daenerys becomes pregnant? Well, Aegon wouldn't want a bastard child, so he'll happily marry Daenerys. Aegon knows the feeling of being raised as a bastard. There's no way he'll let his own child experience this, incest or not. The boat has already sailed. Will there be any moral issues whatsoever when it comes to Jon and Daenerys bumping ugly? How about their child? Most likely not, as they will probably use Daenerys being pregnant as some sort of, I don't know what term to use here, but it'll be a reason to continue their fight and look for their happily ever after. Dragons. Okay, so we now know he is a true Targaryen. The only unclaimed dragon that is left alive is Rhaegar. He is still a beast. Aegon will most likely end up riding Rhaegar, which is another reason I doubt there will be any major conflicts between Daenerys and Aegon. Why would she let him ride a dragon if they're not getting along? I think Daenerys will get rather excited knowing she has just boned her nephew, as it is the Targaryen way. Daenerys is a Targaryen who can't be burnt. But it's Aegon. We know he wasn't before his rebirth, but what about now? See, I figure they'll find out Jon is a Targaryen before they even reach Winterfell, even though the first episode will most likely be them arriving to Winterfell. Well, Jon fought off the White in season 1, he was burned by the lantern. But who's to say that he can be burned now? We haven't seen it, we haven't got the chance. Maybe they'll never address the issue. Or question, however you want to phrase it. Well, Tyrion knows they're bumping ugly, but how does he feel about this? I do not believe he's in love with Daenerys like the other men of Westeros. Did he betray Daenerys in King's Landing? How did he get Cersei to do what he got Cersei to do? But was there lies on both sides? I'm not going to assume that Tyrion betrayed Daenerys. Tyrion believes what Daenerys is fighting for. So, we'll see when we get there. Season 1, when Jon spoke to his uncle about Benjen taking the Black. They also spoke about children. This is relevant because most of season 1 has foreshadowed all the events so far. Jon attempts to hand Jorah back his family sword, which happens to be Valyrian steel. Jorah tells him he should keep it for his future children. Tyrion speaks to Daenerys about appointing or thinking about her future successor to the kingdom they're about to take. Daenerys mentions to Jon she can't bear children on the boat, then in the dragon pit, while speaking about the dragons and how they went extinct. There's no doubt everyone noticed Gendry ran like Forrest Gump to Eastwatch in episode 6, maybe faster. However, we're now turning back to the normal fantasy endgame. There's not a lot of room for conflict as fast as the story is developing between our main characters, as the sides have now been aligned. Everyone in the story will find out Jon is Aegon and he boned his aunt, but it'll quickly be resolved if there's conflict. I hope you enjoyed and please hit like, then subscribe. I'll see you next time, but before you go, please comment what you think below.